So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's recording now, yes. Thank you so much for your great efforts and thank you for coming again. We'll try to go through the exam as careful as we can. I have my sheets here because I told you it's a good idea to print the exam so that you have it in paper and you have your own pencil to add your own notes. I do not want you to judge yourself. Never judge yourself. Never, never judge yourself. If you got even 20, thank you so much, because next time you'll never get 20, you'll get more, even if it's 21. So we expect that you keep improving the more you take exams. And what I would like to refer here, that through the listening and the reading practice, your language will be rich. You're gonna enrich your language. So this is what I was just telling you about concerning paraphrasing or changing the structure of the sentences. So we say your language is going to be rich, or you're going to enrich your language. This is what you have already experienced in the exam, because they tell you the question in one sentence structure, and in the question sheet, in the sheet, it's different. Some sentences are not in the same order. They change the order of the sentence so that to confuse you. Because we said that it's not a typical exam in which you say number 1 is 7. So you see in the sheet that number 1 is, and you write 7. That's not English. You should understand, comprehend, interact, communicate. That's why the answer sheet has a question or a sentence form which is different from what they say in the listening or what you read in the reading. So let's head and see what you're doing. You're going to find here that I'm referring to the answers in the sheet, and I have some boxes or circles or underline. I have underlined some sentences that I would like you to study for your improvement, or in order to improve your English language. Guys, make sure that your mic is muted as long as you're not talking. And if you type something in the chat, I'm not looking at the chat. So if you please speak. So here, that's question 1. They just give you an example in the beginning, then they start the question or the question 1 again. As we said that we were going to pay attention to the first 2 questions, because this is a sign that the answer started here. So you know, or you feel, or you see that there was a kind of confusion, because he said nationality and he said British at the end of the sentence. However, before the word British, there was the word Canadian, and she's really Canadian.
Actually, yeah.
Yes, because I'm Canadian, right? Okay, so this is confusing because he gave you two nationalities, and if you didn't hear well, you're going to lose 1 point for nothing. So we learned now that you should focus from the first word till the end of the sentence. And it's not only this, because I'm going to add more ideas about this part. And for the second one, here, question 2, he said reasons for visit. Reasons for visit. He said to come over to buy some old furniture. Can you see this? Old furniture. How it's written in the exam sheet? It's antique. They didn't use the word old. So if you're going to look for the word old, you're not going to find it, and you're going to miss it. So we understand the core of the sentence. We do not follow words. You follow ideas. Did you get this point? Please, if you have your notebook, please make sure you write this. You follow ideas, not exact words. This is really important. And for number 3, they said current address. When he asked her about her address, she said, Well, at present, I've got a place at a Park Apartments. It's on King Street. I was staying in such and such. So this is so easy. There is no deceit. There is no cheating. Then they couldn't fool us. It's so simple, right? So I don't think that anyone missed this point. But what about number 4?
I wrote both of them.
Which both?
Uh, uh, Park Apartment, King Street.
I'm so sorry, my friend. This is considered wrong. Can anyone tell my friend why his answer is wrong?
We just need one.
We need
Mention one word.
just one word.
I told you read only one. I was waiting for someone to tell me this. I wrote 2 words. The question word is write one word and or a number. So you either
I
write a
was
number.
confused.
or you
So
write-
they said a park and they said King Street, so it was just confusion. But I know.
We said
So
that
you said we don't care about confusion. I know.
we said that they are going to fool us. They are going to give you too much information, and you're
And they
going to
don't
be
care.
confused. That's why you had some time before the reading the listening section to look through the sentences and decide what do you need in each space. And but through practice, inshallah, you're going to improve your skill. Do not panic. No worries, my friend. Now for number 4, he said items stolen, a wallet containing approximately space. So here they said 250 sterling. So this is really correct. So it's so easy that there is nothing. But we were confused because they mentioned more than one sum. So if you didn't read the question, you may be confused. That's why I have to go through the questions carefully. And as you saw that they gave you 1, 2, 3 in one part, then 4 to the end in another part. So number 5, for number 5, I guess that it was so easy. It was so easy. There was nothing wrong, nothing confusing.
Yes.
It went so easy for number 5, 6, right? If you wrote the 10th in letters, it's fine. If you wrote numbers, it's 9. It's right. You wrote 10 and th. Now for number 7.
Yeah.
Number 7, museum. If you wrote the word museum, if you misspelled the word, it's wrong. We have already decided this, right? So here, if you failed, yes, what's that? I'm trying here. So here, I'm gonna change the color. If you fail to write the word correctly, you lose. And number 8, it was so easy. There was nothing wrong for number 9. If you wrote blonde with a final E or without a final E, they both go correct. There's nothing wrong about this. Here.
I wrote it.
Where is number 9 here? Yes. It's fine. Even if you wrote a final E. Now number 10, and I guess that maybe some people missed one letter, one number or another. And this is what our dear brother referred to before we go for the exam. If you dropped one number, your answer is not correct. Some people, maybe someone wrote the word digit because he said a 10-digit number. I don't know if anyone wrote the word digit instead of the digits themselves. Have you done this, guys?
Only we wrote the
No.
numbers.
Okay, this is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
Just the numbers.
I would like to refer to something here through the exam. Look at this. This is number 6. And this is number 7. What's in between?
Yeah.
What's in between? What's between the answer of 6 and the answer of 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines and a half. So, and what about 8? Look at 8 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lines. 9 lines in between. So this is distracting. That's why we said we go 2 questions by 2, so that you know that this is the answer to this question. And in number 9, I'm going to refer to the description of the boys. So once I started describing the boys, I know that the answer is close. And for you to just be careful, and in order to be more attentive, you have to train yourself to focus for more. You have to increase your span, concentration span. Do you know what is the concentration span? Any ideas? Thank you, Nermeen. Any ideas?
To be 100, to be 100% focused up to the end.
I guess I missed your answers. I didn't hear your answer.
I mean, you should exercise yourself to be 100% focused up to the end.
Okay, thank you so much. Any other idea about what is the concentration span? It's the amount. It's the amount of time that you can stay focused. That you can stay focused. You're very attentive. You're aware of everything around you. Do you know how much time can we stay focused? Any suggestions? 20 minutes? Thank you so much. We have first answer from Aya. Thank you, Aya. 20, 10 for kids. So according to Aya's answer, it depends on the age group, right? There was like less than 5. Why, Asma? You have poor concentration span if you have only 5. But for me, mashallah, you're super. I can't focus more than 1 minute, wallah. Alhamdulillah. Huh? Any ideas? There is an equation for this, which I really forgot, but they say that you get your age group, and it's like 5 more or less. So you change your number into your age number into minutes, and it's 4 or 5 minutes more or less. So if you're like 13, then you can pay attention to like 18 to 8 minutes. It depends on what you're doing. However, if you see children while playing PlayStation or video games, they can spend like hours playing, and they are focused and they pay attention, and so and so and so. So it also goes back to what you're doing and how you feel towards this. So anyway, it's a skill that you can improve.
I think that this is, as for PlayStation, is related to the comfort zone. The more we practice listening, I think it moves from the stress zone to the comfort.
Yes, perfect. Yes, the more you practice, the better you will be, and the more skillful you will be as well. So that's why we recommend that you can just do the quiz again and again and again till you master it. So this is concerning the span, or how you can stay focused. Of course, you have, if you're doing the listening, or if you're doing the Ielts, you have to work on this. You have to stay focused for like at least 7 minutes. so that you can control the whole task, the whole section. Okay, do not skip anything. Let's go back to section 2. If you have any question concerning section 1, please let me know. You don't have. Okay, we go back to section 2. Let's go for section 2. Section 2. It's really confusing. Let's read the heading first. Induction talk for new apprentices. Write 2 pieces of advice. If you didn't read this, you may choose only one. Has anyone chosen only one answer? Because they didn't read the heading? Okay. So choose 2 pieces of advice for the first week of an apprenticeship does the manager give. As you can see, and as I sent you, the answers are letter A and letter C. Here there is a new trick. Has anyone found out which trick did they play on us?
They didn't state the answer in a direct way. It was not direct. They didn't use the same words.
Yes, okay, this is it's there. What else? Any idea?
I don't know, but someone may write C and A. It will differ, or
Okay,
will
how
be the
many
same.
people choose B or D?
I chose B.
Okay,
I
great,
choose D.
great,
I chose
great,
A and B.
great. Yes, I'm sure that some people choose B, others choose D.
I did choose B.
It's a must. Do you know why Miss Iman and Miss Shaima you chose A, B, and D? Because they have mentioned them.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
This
The mentor part.
Exactly.
Yes.
This is the trick that I would like you to pay attention to, Mr. Abdullah. Because when I say in the listening, Mr. Abdullah, can we meet at 7? You say, oh, this is amazing. Thank you so much. So you hurry up and write it's 7. And then Mr. Abdullah says, oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I have an appointment at 7. Can we make it 7:30? And you lose because you didn't continue listening till the end. Did you see the trick, guys? So they give you some parts of the truth, and then they change it. Let's see what did they do for the letter D. First in A, they said get to know colleagues. They say talk to as many people as possible. Right? Did you see this? Here, I have underlined, or it's underlined here. Talk to as many people as possible here. And for C, ask lots of questions to check someone if you're not sure what to do. So these are the 2 answers. What about B and D? They said, yes, learn from any mistakes. They didn't say learn from any mistakes. They told you you're here to learn. They didn't tell you that you're gonna learn from your mistakes, right?
So this is not considered an advice.
Yes. So they just played using words. They played on words and they changed the words here. And for D, they said react positively to feedback. And for E, some people may have chosen E. Enjoy new challenges. Who chose E, guys? There must be someone who chose E. No, do not do this, guys. Someone has chosen D. I'm not looking at the chat. Who said? Oh, thank you so much, Miss Sana, for being frank. Yeah, someone has had to choose E. Why? Because they said the first week can be challenging. Yes, they said it is challenging, but they didn't mention that you're going to enjoy that challenging week.
Yeah.
So did you get the trick now, guys?
Yeah.
They give you one part of the question, but they play with words. They do not give the same thing, the whole exact idea. So now I have a serious problem, Hussein. When he tried to answer the listening here in this part, he has a serious problem because
I found it some quite difficult. This
distraction.
part.
It's distraction.
Yeah.
I don't know that they
Yeah.
finished the first part and they are moving to the second part. I'm still drawn into the first part. That's why we said you have to go for both. Because once you hear once you hear a very famous word in the second exercise, you know that you move to the second part. So this is really dangerous. People who are doing the Ielts, it is highly recommended that you should pay more attention to how to stay focused and stay on the right track. So now for the second part, which is really confusing for me, for Hussein, they said, which two things does the manager say mentors can help with? Did you see? Mentors. So now I'm gonna focus on what are the job of the mentors. What are they doing? The answer is B and E. But some people choose A.
Yes.
Yes.
And some other people choose D. Feel free,
Me choose D.
Choose A
feel
and E.
free to say I did this. Feel free to.
I did.
Excellent.
A and E.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I choose both A and E.
Yes, yes, yes. It's
I
very
did the
healthy.
same.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not on the wrong track, but you didn't know the trick. Now you know it. I guess that inshallah next time you're going to choose them again because they fool us every time. Do not be. So why did we say B and E? Because making career plans, because they told you we're gonna discuss your more long-term ambitions. They didn't say plans, they said ambitions. And we said this is paraphrasing. They use the same, that's why we say
Yes.
we run after ideas, not words. You read, you
I
understand.
wanted to mention this. Yes.
And it's highly recommended.
There is a lot of paraphrasing.
If it's highly recommended if you write notes while reading, but you have to be a fast reader so that you don't have much time to do so. And how you're going to do so? How you're going to be a fast reader and you take notes and you underline highlight the ideas?
Practicing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, if you choose E, which is reviewing progress, because they are going to ask you, mentors are going to ask you which goals have you already achieved. This is reviewing. Here, they are reviewing your progress, but they didn't say the word review. They didn't say the word progress, but they repaired. They said, we're going to ask you about the goals you have achieved. It's equal. Paraphrasing, changing the structure of the sentence or paraphrasing. Both have to be fully paid attention. Yes, it is. It is. MashaAllah. Thank you. Thank you. Now, why it's not D? Making weekly timetable. Because they said we're meeting, but they didn't say weekly or they are going to assign timetable. Okay. Okay. So here is the first part of the second exercise. Now let's go to a less confusing part. Less confusing, I guess, right? Starting from 15. There is one point that I forgot to tell you. If you're not fully focused, if you don't pay attention, sometimes you miss some questions because you didn't turn over the page. You didn't move to the second page. You're still drawn. You're still distracted. So pay attention. It's really exhausting in the beginning, but not after practice. Not after practice. Now here you have A, B, C. Can I write the words? Can I, if I don't want to write A, can I write it's encouraged?
No.
No.
Oh,
Question heading
No.
here is to write the letter.
excellent, excellent, excellent.
Just letters.
Yes, use just A, B, or C. So here they say, what does the manager say? I hope that you didn't miss this sentence. What does the manager say about each of the following aspects of the company policy for apprentices? Write the letters A, B, or C next to question 15 to such and such. I guess that if you just read, guys, how did you answer this question? I forgot to tell you. Which technique did you use to answer this question?
Remembered the answers A, B, and C, and I said to myself, this is 3, 2, 1. So if it's encouraged, so it's a 3. It's if it's not, it's not. There are some restrictions, so it's 2. So I just numbered them from 1 to 2 and started to listen.
Maybe you mean classification, Mr. Hussein?
Then
Yes, yes.
what my dear brothers and sisters are trying to say is that I connected them together. I connected the list of the company policy with the 3 choices that I have, so that I know if it can be okay or not. Because here in number 15, they said using the internet. So obviously you will have unlimited access. Unlimited access. But please do not use for personal use. If you just listen to the first part, you lost. Because if you listen to the first part, you're gonna choose A.
So there is a restriction.
Yes, there is restriction. Thank you so much.
Because I chose it at the beginning and then I corrected.
Excellent, alhamdulillah. So do not be in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, you lose. You have to listen till the end. That's why I told you you have to work on yourself and on your span. You have to increase it. Okay, number 16, flexible working. Flexible working hours.
Limitation, restrictions.
It depends on the department. It's not for everyone. So there is a restriction. There is a restriction. 17, booking holidays. Do not book. No, don't. Because these are all newcomers, guys. They are new employees. They are just training. That's a training program. So they have no vacation.
Right.
So it's
very obvious and clear.
Yeah.
Now 18, working overtime.
Yes.
Highly recommended. Highly recommended. I do. It will be a valuable experience for you. I'm encouraging you. I'm telling you, take it. It's fine. Number 18, wearing trainers. It's fine. If you would like to wear trainers, it's fine. Bringing food.
19, I was really confused with the 19.
Why?
Because they said high heels are restricted. So it's not encouraged.
But they did not ask about high heel. It's so easy.
They said we don't recommend.
I guess that you were distracted in this part. Why? Because here they said
the only
casual clothes, long and practical. At the end, restriction shoes. We have on high heels for health and safety reasons.
We have the word
trainers are
preferable.
Here. I said you were distracted and you weren't. Your mind was not that clear because it's so easy here. You were distracted by the first part. This is, guys. The more mistakes you made today, the more benefit you get. Now we knew that they use a distraction method. They give you one thing and you just busy your mind with that thing, and they just draw your attention to a different thing. So stay focused and work on that. And the last one, it's against our rules. For section 3 and 4, they are so easy. They are easier than section 2. In section 3, the first part, we just suffer from too many questions and too many choices. However, if you're going to do this section perfectly, you have to understand the question. When you understand the question and you go through the choices and mark each choice with a highlight a word or something, it will be better. So if you go to 21, they said Carla and Rob were surprised to learn about coastal cities. Why? It's B. The answer is B. Why it's not A? Some people choose A.
Yeah,
I
me,
did.
me choose E.
I choose A.
But they fooled us by referring to cities in general. They did not refer to coastal cities. That's why you choose A, because you said yes, all cities are the same. They have. I'm not talking about cities in general. I'm talking about coastal cities. Be very specific. Be very specific. And for 2, according to Rob, building coastal cities near to rivers. I guess this is so easy. And if you made a mistake, you would have chosen B.
Yeah,
I chose B.
Because
I did so.
I did.
because they said they told you, listen, it's for agriculture. They mentioned the word agriculture.
Said
They said
agriculture.
it's not a problem.
That's why I
Yeah.
chose it.
They said it's not a problem, and I'm referring to a problem. This is the core, guys. This is the core. If you got this point, you're perfect. You're perfect. Now 23. 23. Very few people choose A or B. However, it's so easy because it's C.
I chose C.
I choose A.
Yes, yes.
C.
No, C, it was clear.
Yes.
C.
Number 24 is really confusing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer was B, but I'm sure that many
C.
people choose A and C.
C, I choose C.
That-
Yeah, I choose C.
They were
C.
mentioned. They were mentioned. Take measures to restore ecosystem. They said the long term. And for C, stop disposing or waste materials into the ocean. They mentioned. They said, what about
mentioned it.
doing this?
Yeah.
It won't help. It won't help. Forget. It's the same example like what I did with Mr. Abdullah. Can we meet at 7? Yes, we can meet at 7. Oh, I forgot. Let's meet at 7:30. But you're gone. You're gone. Because you said you were in a hurry and you choose the first part. For the last one, 25, it's A, and I guess that if you made a mistake, it would be C. But it's A.
Mr.
I
Excuse me,
chose
could you
C.
please scroll down so that we can see the script?
Oh, scroll down. Sorry. Yes, here. Here. So here they said they should be able to work together. This is the harmony. They said in the word harmony. That's why we said understand. Understand. Don't look for words. Highlight the main vocabulary about the topic, but do not stick to the words. Stick to the ideas. This is a magical point in the IELTS exam. So we're done with this, and I get
Which one is correct in number 25, Mr. Please?
A.
A.
A. Coordination, harmony. You have the exam sheet, the answer sheet. I guess that the second part is extremely easy, and maybe only you. If you made mistakes, it would be only one, maximum one. I don't think you made more than this.
I
It
did
was
2
you made
mistakes.
more? 2?
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. For 2, it's fine. But you should have made only one. But it's fine. It's fine for your first trial or even the second trial. Okay. So here I go for the keywords, which is historical background, geographical factors, and I understand them. Then I try to connect them with the decisions that should be made. And of course, I go back, I go up and read the heading. What decision do the students make about each of the following parts? So do you remember the conversation between the boy and the girl, and what did they say? And they fooled you, like when we say, let's do this. No, it won't be good. So it's the same idea now, we understand it. So 26 is B, because they said we can't talk for long. And 27 is A. We're gonna give handouts, something that is a visual. For 28, they said F. We could use this as the basis stuff. F, focus on one example. 29 is future risks, they said that it's G. They said to do online research, and they said look at some websites. They didn't refer to the research. They said let's do some website. Let's go to and visit some website. And 30, which is the international implication, they said, what did they say? It's C. Involve the other students, because it's like, let's ask the audience. Can you see, guys, the paraphrasing? So if you made mistakes, it's because you stuck to the words. You wanted certain words to be said. And when you didn't hear them, you were distracted, or you just went by the first part. The fourth task, we're not going to discuss because some people did not do it, and it's the easiest. Yes, you know, and it's the easiest of all. You just have to just stay focused for like 8 minutes, which is really something killing for me. I can never listen to someone for 8 minutes. But mashallah, you're younger and you're full of power. So I expect that you go on listening to like 5 minutes and try to increase it by highlighting the ideas in each part and just distributing your efforts among the whole exercise. I guess that we have finished here. I'm so sorry to take like 10 more minutes, but really it's a long story to be finished here. So thank you so much for following, and I'm here if you have questions. I hope that you just wrote down the notes that we said, because they are really important to help you answer the questions. I'm going the listening will be divided into 2 videos. I have already uploaded the first video, and the second will be uploaded now after we finish. There will be more practice tests in the same folder of section 5 or session 5. And do not forget, you still have time to do the vocabulary quiz. You have like till the 17th. And we have provided you with the same grammar exercises, but we extended the times, we rescheduled them. So you still have time to do some grammar revision before the next quiz of grammar. I'm going to add some more grammar lessons. I'm gonna like say new and mention the date of today, so that you know that these are new if you have already done the previous parts. I'm ready to your questions if you have any. Any question?
Thank you.
Okay, do not leave. I would like you to type one idea that you learned today about the listening task. Now tell me, and the chat is open, you can read your friends. MashaAllah, thank you, Mr. Abdullah. Paraphrasing is extremely important. To take notes, excellent. Excellent, you should take notes. Perfect. Ideas, not words. Understand the core. Seek the comprehension, try to comprehend. Read the question headings. Questions are very tricky. Excellent. Secret is practice. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Yes, guys, yes, remind each other with what you got, what you still have in your mind. Tell me more, I still need more. I forgot all the tips and tricks. Yes. The aim is to fool us, mashallah, Ms. Shema. You got the point, yes. They are fooling you, yes. Okay, so thank you so much for all your great ideas. I wish you the best of luck. Keep practicing, and we're waiting for your feedback. And if you have questions, if you have anything that you still think is confusing, do not hesitate. Just feel free to contact me either in the group or privately. It's an honor to be here with you. Thank you so much. And I really enjoyed this session, and I always enjoy the listening session because people are being fooled, and this is really I'm an evil person. I'm so sorry for this. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. See you next Wednesday, and happy Ramadan. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Allah Thank you so much.